Before Yvonne de Carlo captivated audiences as the unforgettable vampire Lily in The Munsters, she was already making waves as one of Hollywood's most glamorous figures. Her striking blue eyes and dark hair drew the attention of producers, who were eager to cast her in leading roles. However, the reality of her experience in the industry often left much to be desired. Behind the scenes, her treatment was frequently less than flattering, revealing a darker side to the glamorous facade. Amidst the glitz and glamour, Yvonne's personal life resembled a horror story filled with tumultuous relationships and heartache. Her marriages were marked by infidelity and strife, creating a turbulent emotional landscape. Despite the chaos, she sought fulfillment in various ways, navigating the complexities of love and desire. Her passion was not limited to her on-screen roles. It extended into her personal life, where she pursued relationships that often left her yearning for more. Yvonne's journey through the highs and lows of fame and love paints a vivid picture of a woman who, despite the challenges, continued to seek satisfaction in her desires, revealing the intricacies of her character beyond the silver screen. Yvonne de Carlo, the young woman who would become one of filmdom's great beauties, was born in Vancouver, Canada, in 1922. From an early age, she showed a passion for the arts, particularly dance and music. As a teenager, she moved to Los Angeles, where her striking looks and talent caught the attention of filmmakers. She quickly became a sought-after actress, appearing opposite some of Hollywood's greatest stars. Her career flourished in the 1940s and 1950s, a time when she dazzled audiences with her vibrant performances and rich voice. Yvonne dated some of the most famous men in the world, adding to her allure and mystique. Her beauty was often described as lushly sensuous, yet it had an odd quality that set her apart from other actresses of her time. This unique combination of charm and talent made her a pop culture icon. She became well known not just for her looks, but also for her ability to bring characters to life on screen. Her performances were full-bodied and captivating, earning her a special place in the hearts of fans. With a career that spanned several decades, Yvonne de Carlo left an indelible mark on the film industry, becoming a beloved figure whose legacy continues to inspire. Yvonne de Carlo achieved stardom in the 1940s and some of the more bizarre escapisms from that era during her heyday. She became a well-known figure, often recognized for her striking beauty and captivating presence on screen. Despite her fame, she acted in remarkably few films that could be called first-class or even important. Many of her credits leaned toward the campy side, showcasing a range of roles that were entertaining, yet not always critically acclaimed. The films she starred in often featured fantastical plots or exaggerated characters, which reflected the escapist nature of cinema during that time. As she transitioned into character roles later in her career, she continued to bring a unique flair to her performances. While her filmography may not include many prestigious titles, her work remains memorable for its charm and the distinctive style she brought to her roles. Her contributions to the film industry during her prime are a testament to her talent, even if the films themselves were sometimes viewed as quirky or outlandish. It is fitting that Yvonne de Carlo is best known because of TV syndication as the sensible, but ghoulish Lily Munster on the silly, if often funny horror spoof sitcom The Munsters. The show premiered on September 24, 1964, and quickly became a beloved part of television history. Audiences were introduced to Yvonne de Carlo in a role that showcased her unique blend of charm and humor, allowing her to shine as the matriarch of the eccentric Munster family. Her portrayal of Lily, with her striking looks and warm demeanor, brought a sense of normalcy to the otherwise bizarre household filled with monsters. This character resonated with viewers, making her an iconic figure in American pop culture. The Munsters, despite its short run, left a lasting impact, and de Carlo's performance became a defining moment in her career. Even years after the show ended, she continued to be associated with the character, demonstrating how this role shaped her legacy in the entertainment industry. The endearing qualities of Lily Munster ensured that Yvonne de Carlo would always be remembered for this role, which defined her acting career for the rest of her life. As with many female stars in the 50s, Yvonne de Carlo found herself in a landscape dominated by melodrama. Like Susan Hayward, Eleanor Parker, and Baxter, she often delivered performances that were overblown, yet undeniably captivating. Her talent shone through, marked by genuine emotion and a unique flair for comedy. However, this comedic side of her abilities was not tapped into often enough, which limited the range of roles she could showcase. Despite this, the result was a career that, in its own way, lasted for many years. DiCarlo's performances resonated with audiences, as she could evoke both laughter and tears, making her a beloved figure in Hollywood. Her ability to navigate the complexities of her characters added depth to her roles, allowing her to stand out amidst the routine melodramas of the time. This blend of likability and talent ensured that she remained a memorable presence in the film industry, even as trends shifted and new stars emerged. As the years went by, Yvonne DiCarlo continued to showcase her remarkable talent, especially during her later career. At around 50, she took the stage in the acclaimed Broadway musical Follies, where she delivered a stunning performance of the show-stopping number, "I'm Still Here." Her powerful voice and emotional delivery captivated audiences, reminding everyone of her enduring talent. This performance was a significant moment in her career, as it overshadowed the less favorable roles she had taken on in earlier years. Many of these roles seemed to diminish in importance when compared to the strength and depth she brought to her character in Follies. DiCarlo's ability to convey resilience and strength through her performance resonated with both the audience and critics, proving that she had much more to offer than the roles she was often given. Her presence on stage was a testament to her skills as a performer, demonstrating that age did not define her talent or her ability to connect with the audience. The impact of her performance in Follies was profound, showing that Yvonne DiCarlo was not just a star of the past, but a vibrant and relevant artist in her own right. Before she became the wholesome vampire TV mom we all know and love, Yvonne DiCarlo was breaking hearts and lighting up the silver screen as a glamorous Hollywood starlet. The resourceful daughter of a waitress with big ambitions, DiCarlo constantly reinvented herself. She was a natural at publicity and shrewdly kept her name in the public consciousness. Her life served as constant fodder for the forever-hungry Hollywood gossip columns. The media rushed to report on her numerous dates with the big names of the day, creating a buzz around her personal life that only added to her allure. DiCarlo left a string of famous lovers in her wake, each relationship adding to her mystique and drawing attention to her career. She navigated the complexities of Hollywood with grace, always ensuring that her presence was felt both on and off the screen. Her ability to stay relevant in a fast-paced industry showcased her talent and understanding of the entertainment world. Before she was breaking hearts in Hollywood, DiCarlo was a Vancouver-born girl who performed at local theaters and nightclubs. Born in 1922, she started out life as Margaret Yvonne Middleton. From a young age, she showed a passion for the arts, captivating audiences with her talent and charm. Growing up in Vancouver, she was immersed in the vibrant cultural scene, which inspired her to pursue a career in entertainment. As she began to make a name for herself, she decided to create a stage persona that would resonate with audiences. She combined her middle name, Yvonne, with her mother's maiden name, DiCarlo, to form the stage name Yvonne DiCarlo. This name would soon become synonymous with beauty and talent in the film industry. Her early experiences in local theaters and nightclubs laid the foundation for her future success, allowing her to hone her skills and develop a unique presence that would eventually lead her to Hollywood. Nurses at St. Paul's Hospital will always remember the intense moment when Yvonne DiCarlo's mother, Mary, shouted with fervor, declaring, "I want a girl. I must have a girl. I want the dancer." Her passionate plea was fulfilled when Yvonne was born, but the joy of that moment was overshadowed by the family struggles. When Yvonne was only 3 years old, her father, William, abandoned them after getting involved in dubious dealings with dangerous people. This abandonment left a deep scar on the family, creating an unstable foundation for Yvonne's childhood. Adding to the turmoil, rumors swirled that William had perished at sea while trying to escape his troubles. The truth behind his disappearance was murky, but it only compounded the heartbreak the family faced. In the midst of this chaos, Mary's actions often worsened the situation, leaving Yvonne to navigate a turbulent and challenging early life. The combination of her father's absence and her mother's struggles created an environment fraught with difficulty, shaping Yvonne's future in ways that would resonate throughout her life. Yvonne's mother, Mary, had an unwavering ambition for her daughter to become a star. This desire was so strong that Mary went to great lengths to help Yvonne achieve her dreams. She enrolled her in dance and singing schools, believing that these skills would pave the way to fame. Mary was not content with just local opportunities. She frequently drove them down to Los Angeles, where the bright lights of Hollywood promised a chance at stardom. They attended beauty contests, hoping that Yvonne's talent and beauty would attract the attention of scouts and producers. These public stunts were a regular part of their routine, as Mary pushed Yvonne into the spotlight, believing that exposure was key to success. The relentless pursuit of this dream created a unique bond between mother and daughter, marked by ambition and the pressure to perform. As they traveled together, the journey became a testament to a mother's love and determination, all aimed at making her little girl a star. However, Yvonne de Carlo always wanted to be a singer and was blessed with a strong voice and lively personality, both of which would serve her well throughout her life. De Carlo trained at June Roper's British Columbia School of Dance, where she showed off a natural talent for both singing and dancing. Her time at the school was pivotal, as it provided her with the skills and confidence to pursue a career in entertainment. It was there that she got her first opportunities to perform, showcasing her abilities in various productions. Later, she played in shows at the Orpheum Theatre, which helped her gain more experience and exposure. This led to her scoring a gig at the brand new Palomar Supper Club, where she could further hone her craft and connect with audiences. De Carlo's strong voice and vibrant personality not only made her a standout performer, but also laid the foundation for her future success in film and television. Her dedication to her art and her early training set the stage for a remarkable career that would captivate audiences for years to come. After several years of ballet lessons, Yvonne de Carlo's mother announced they were going to Hollywood for a chance at stardom. This move marked a significant shift in Yvonne's life, as her formal education became erratic at best. However, her passion for dance remained strong and uninterrupted. Although she had initially focused on ballet, Yvonne soon realized that other forms of dance suited her build much better. This adaptability allowed her to explore various styles, enhancing her skills and versatility as a performer. As she transitioned from ballet to different dance forms, Yvonne embraced the opportunities that came with her move to Hollywood. The vibrant dance scene in the city provided her with numerous chances to showcase her talent. Yvonne's dedication to dance not only shaped her artistry, but also laid the foundation for her future success in film and television. Her ability to blend different dance styles contributed to her unique presence on screen, making her a memorable figure in Hollywood. The journey from ballet to diverse dance forms was crucial in defining her career and personal growth as an artist. The journey to success in Hollywood was not easy for Yvonne de Carlo. Initially, her first trip to Hollywood did not yield the results she hoped for. At just 17 years old, Margaret Yvonne Middleton, who would later become known as Yvonne de Carlo, began her career dancing in nightclubs in Vancouver. Her beauty and talent were evident, but the path to stardom was still a long one. After some time, de Carlo and her mother, who worked as a waitress, decided to venture to Hollywood together, fueled by dreams of making it big in the film industry. Once they arrived, de Carlo faced numerous challenges. She spent her nights performing in various nightclubs, while dedicating her days to auditioning at different studios. Despite the hardships, her striking looks and charm began to attract attention. She stood out among her peers, but the road to recognition was filled with rejections and obstacles. De Carlo's determination and perseverance were evident as she balanced her nightclub performances with her relentless pursuit of acting roles. Each audition brought her closer to her dream, even as the struggle continued. At the age of 18, Yvonne de Carlo returned to Hollywood with her mother, eager to make her mark in the entertainment industry. It was during this time that she entered and won the Miss Venice Beach Beauty contest. This victory was not just a title, it was a significant boost to her confidence. Winning the contest opened many doors for her, allowing her to pursue nightclub work in Hollywood. This experience provided her with valuable exposure to the world of performance and entertainment. The skills she honed in the nightclubs, along with the recognition from her beauty contest win, eventually led her to the movies. Yvonne's early achievements laid the groundwork for a successful acting career, showcasing her talent and determination. These formative experiences were crucial in shaping her future in Hollywood, paving the way for her to become a well-known actress in the years to come. In August 1942, Yvonne de Carlo signed a contract with Paramount Pictures, which marked a significant moment in her career. However, this opportunity did not unfold as she had hoped. Instead of being cast in leading roles, she often found herself serving as a foil for the male actors during screen tests. Her performances were overshadowed by the more prominent roles of her male counterparts, and she spent much of her time in unremarkable parts. During her tenure at Paramount, she appeared in about 20 films, many of which featured her in bid parts that did not allow her talent to shine. Among her notable appearances, she had uncredited roles in films like Frank Tuttle's This Gun for Hire and David Butler's Road to Morocco. In Road to Morocco, she played the handmaiden to Dorothy Lamour, a role that, while memorable, did not elevate her status in the industry. Both films were released in 1942 and showcased her potential, yet they also highlighted the limitations she faced within the studio system at that time. Despite these challenges, her time at Paramount laid the groundwork for her future successes in Hollywood. As great as the movies were, they weren't getting her any real attention. What truly captured the public's heart were the USO shows Yvonne Carlo participated in during her career. These shows provided her with a platform to connect with the brave men and women in uniform. Performing for the troops allowed her to showcase her singing talents, which she loved to do. The energy and appreciation from the soldiers made these experiences unforgettable for her. The USO shows turned Yvonne into a favorite pinup for the boys in uniform, as her charm and beauty resonated deeply with them. She brought joy and a sense of normalcy to their challenging lives, often lifting their spirits with her performances. Each show was not just a performance, but a heartfelt connection, creating lasting memories for both Yvonne and her audience. The laughter, applause, and camaraderie shared during these events highlighted the importance of entertainment and boosting morale during tough times. Yvonne's dedication to these shows reflected her genuine love for the troops and her desire to make a positive impact in their lives. She understood the significance of her role, not just as an actress but as a performer who brought happiness to those who served. The USO shows became a defining part of her legacy, showcasing her talent and her heart. When the contract expired, Yvonne Carlo received her significant break with the leading role in Universal Pictures' 1945 Western Salome. In this film, she showcased her dancing talent, which caught the attention of producer Walter Wagner. He recognized her potential and cast her not only in Charles Lamont's Salome, but also in another project where she danced. This opportunity led to a lucrative contract, securing her a salary of $350 a week with Universal. This moment marked a turning point in her career, allowing her to establish herself as a prominent actress in Hollywood. DeCarlo's ability to combine acting with her dancing skills set her apart, making her a sought-after talent in the industry. With this new contract, she was able to take on more significant roles and expand her range as an actress, paving the way for a successful career in film and television. A New York Times film critic once noted that Yvonne Carlo possessed all the looks one girl could ask for, highlighting her striking beauty and captivating presence on screen. This praise extended beyond her appearance, as the critic also remarked on her dancing abilities, describing them as filled with a sensuousness that likely caused some distress for the Hays office. The Hays Code, which was a set of industry moral guidelines, determined what was deemed acceptable and unacceptable content in motion pictures during that era. It aimed to keep out material considered inappropriate for viewers, which often included anything that could be seen as too provocative or suggestive. DeCarlo's allure and the way she moved were undoubtedly in tension with these strict standards, making her performances both compelling and controversial. Her ability to embody such sensuality while navigating the constraints of the Hays Code speaks to her talent and the complexity of her roles during a time when Hollywood was grappling with issues of morality and representation. The combination of her beauty, grace, and the challenges posed by the era's censorship created a unique space for DeCarlo in the film industry, allowing her to leave a lasting impact on audiences and critics alike. DeCarlo recalled her big entrance in the film, walking through beaded curtains while wearing a Japanese kimono and a matching headpiece. This striking visual was meant to capture the audience's attention immediately. As she stepped into the scene, the atmosphere shifted, drawing viewers into a world filled with intrigue and elegance. She then performed a Siamese dance, a choice that added an exotic flair to her character. However, she noted that nobody seemed to know quite why this particular dance was included in the film. It was a moment that stood out, leaving an impression on those who watched. The combination of her elaborate costume and the dance created a unique scene that showcased her talent and beauty. DeCarlo's performance was a blend of art and culture, yet it also raised questions about representation and context in cinema. This moment remains a memorable highlight in her career, illustrating both her skill as a performer and the complexities of the role she chose. The studio had undergone a nationwide search for the perfect girl to play the part of Salome, claiming they considered more than 20,000 girls. The casting directors were looking for someone who embodied both beauty and talent, especially in song and dance. This rigorous process highlighted the importance of finding the right actress for such a significant role. When Yvonne DeCarlo was chosen, she stood out among the vast number of hopefuls. Her striking looks and impressive skills made her the ideal candidate. American film producer Walter Wagner even dubbed her the most beautiful girl in the world. This recognition not only boosted her confidence, but also marked a pivotal moment in her career. DeCarlo's casting as Salome showcased her ability to captivate audiences and solidified her status in Hollywood. Her journey from a hopeful actress to a celebrated star is a testament to her talent and determination in a competitive industry. The role of Salome opened new doors for her, allowing her to shine in the spotlight and gain the admiration of fans and critics alike. Before she realized it, Yvonne DeCarlo became an unstoppable force in Hollywood. With her striking looks and undeniable talent, she quickly became Universal's prized possession. The studio had high expectations for her, demanding that she always be seen in public as a star. This was a challenge that DeCarlo embraced with grace and determination. She understood the importance of maintaining her image, and she worked hard to ensure that she met the studio's demands. Her ability to captivate audiences on screen was matched by her charisma off-screen. DeCarlo's presence was magnetic, and she effortlessly commanded attention wherever she went. She became a symbol of glamour and sophistication, embodying the ideal image of a Hollywood star. This commitment to her public persona allowed her to navigate the complex world of show business successfully. As a result, Yvonne DeCarlo not only solidified her place in film history, but also became a role model for aspiring actresses. Her journey from a rising star to a beloved icon is a testament to her talent and resilience in an industry that often tested the limits of its performers. She was a captivating figure in the world of cinema, embodying beauty, confidence, and an exotic allure that drew the gaze of audiences and the press alike. Yvonne DeCarlo was not just an actress. She was a phenomenon, a perfect personification of the movie star ideal that studios dreamt of. Her presence on screen was magnetic, and she had an uncanny ability to capture the attention of the media. The way she carried herself exuded a mysterious charm that made her stand out in an industry filled with talent. Yvonne relished her role in the spotlight, embracing the glamour and excitement that came with fame. Every moment spent in the limelight was a joy for her, and she thrived on the adoration of her fans and the intrigue of the press. No studio could have asked for a more perfect representation of what a movie star should be. She knew how to navigate the complexities of Hollywood, often using her charm and wit to keep her name in the headlines. Her exotic looks and confident demeanor made her a favorite among directors and producers who recognized her unique ability to draw audiences into the stories she told. Yvonne DeCarlo enjoyed every minute of her stardom, living a life that many could only dream of, and she became an icon of her time. It's no surprise that billionaire producer Howard Hughes pursued Yvonne DeCarlo, as he did many famous beauties of the Golden Age. Their romance was marked by the allure and eccentricity that surrounded Hughes. The two dated for a time, enjoying the glamorous lifestyle that came with being involved with one of Hollywood's most intriguing figures. However, the relationship took a turn when Yvonne mentioned marriage. She later reflected on her time with Hughes, saying, "Howard taught me how to land a plane and how to take off, but he never taught me anything about flying in between." This comment highlights the peculiar nature of Hughes, who seemed to focus on the extremes rather than the everyday nuances of life. Yvonne described him as an odd fish, indicating that while he was brilliant and captivating, he also had a unique way of viewing the world that did not always align with conventional thinking. Their time together was a blend of excitement and confusion, reflecting the complexities of both their lives. Hughes' fascination with Yvonne was evident, but his inability to engage in the more mundane aspects of a relationship ultimately left her wanting more than he could provide. She had a serious relationship with Robert Stack, who admired her throughout his life. In her autobiography titled Yvonne, she candidly shared her experiences with many men, including notable figures like Burt Lancaster, Robert Taylor, and Billy Wilder. In a television interview after the book's release, she mentioned that her romantic history included a few truck drivers as well. Yvonne's memoirs reveal her joy in recounting the many famous men who had been part of her life. Some of these relationships were serious, and she hoped they might lead to true love or even marriage. However, she also acknowledged that there were numerous one-night stands. According to her autobiography, one memorable encounter involved her and Bert making love on a mink coat in her backyard, highlighting the spontaneous nature of many of her romantic escapades. This blend of serious relationships and fleeting encounters painted a vibrant picture of her life, filled with passion and adventure. Yvonne DeCarlo was known for her willingness to make headlines, believing that any publicity was good publicity. This mindset contributed to her growing reputation for being easy a label that followed her throughout her career. Her affairs with notable figures like band leader Artie Shaw and the famous Howard Hughes were common knowledge among her contemporaries. In her 1974 autobiography, she candidly described her relationship with Hughes, calling him an expert lover. However, she also shared a rather peculiar detail that left her quite put off: his toenails, which she noted curled almost all the way into his toes. This mix of allure and discomfort painted a vivid picture of her experiences with high-profile men in Hollywood. Yvonne's life was a blend of glamour and personal anecdotes that kept her in the public eye, revealing the complexities of her character and the era she inhabited. During the war, Yvonne de Carlo found herself involved in several lengthy relationships, showcasing her charm and allure. Among her notable connections was singer and actor Rudy Valli, who captivated her with his charisma. She also shared romantic moments with actors Carlos Thompson and Sterling Hayden, both of whom were drawn to her magnetic presence. In 1946, Yvonne had a brief romance with Robert Stack, which lasted for several months. Just a year later, she became engaged to Howard Duff, though this engagement did not lead to a lasting union. Amidst these significant relationships, she also navigated several seemingly serious involvements with well-known figures in Hollywood. Actors James Stewart, Ray Milland, and Scott Brady all believed they were in love with her, as did Prince Ali Khan. Despite their affections, none of these relationships endured, highlighting the complexities of love and commitment in her life. The whirlwind of connections reflects not only her popularity, but also the challenges of maintaining lasting bonds in the spotlight. In 1949, Yvonne de Carlo experienced a significant turning point in her personal life, when she broke up with Jock Mahoney, who was known as Sally Field's stepdad. This breakup followed a painful miscarriage, which added emotional strain to their relationship. The end of their romance was not peaceful, as Yvonne publicly expressed her feelings about Jock, stating that his only claim to fame was being associated with her. This comment highlighted her frustration and disappointment, revealing the complexities of their connection. Following this tumultuous chapter, Yvonne's romantic life continued to be colorful and filled with notable figures. She found herself involved with several prominent men, including Steve Cochran, Rock Hudson, and the famous bullfighter Mario Cabret. Each of these relationships brought its own set of experiences and challenges. Additionally, in 1953, she was linked to Robert Taylor, a major star of the era. These relationships showcased Yvonne's ability to attract attention not only for her talent, but also for her captivating presence in the eyes of the public and the media. Despite the ups and downs, Yvonne de Carlo's life remained a fascinating blend of personal struggles and romantic entanglements that reflected the complexities of her era. Among her many sexual encounters were the likes of Persia, Rod Cameron, Walter Matthau, Errol Flynn, Red Skelton, Anthony Quinn, Billy Wilder, and Burt Lancaster. Yvonne de Carlo's charm and beauty captivated many prominent figures of her time. She often portrayed characters that emphasized her exotic allure, frequently appearing in westerns or films set in far-off lands. De Carlo became known for donning harem dresses in movies that showcased her as a sultry figure, embodying the fantasy of the exotic beauty. In 1947, she starred as a slave girl, a role that highlighted her ability to bring depth to characters often seen as mere eye candy. The following year, she appeared in Casbah, further solidifying her status as a leading lady in films that embrace themes of romance and adventure. Her performances not only showcased her stunning looks, but also her talent, making her a memorable figure in Hollywood history. Her career later took a more serious turn with what turned out to be one of her most memorable roles. She played Moses' wife Sephora alongside Charlton Heston in Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments in 1956. This film was a significant milestone for Yvonne de Carlo, showcasing her talent in a way that resonated with audiences. The role of Sephora allowed her to step away from the glamorous image often associated with her earlier work, revealing her ability to portray deeper, more complex characters. The film itself was a grand spectacle, filled with dramatic scenes and powerful performances, and de Carlo's portrayal added a layer of emotional depth to the story. Her chemistry with Heston, who played Moses, was palpable and helped to elevate the narrative. This performance not only solidified her place in cinematic history, but also demonstrated her versatility as an actress. De Carlo's ability to navigate between lighthearted roles and serious, dramatic performances made her a unique figure in Hollywood, and her work in The Ten Commandments remains a highlight of her illustrious career. To this day, The Ten Commandments remains one of the highest-grossing films ever made, a monumental achievement that propelled Yvonne de Carlo's career to heights she never thought possible. The film, directed by the legendary Cecil B. DeMille, was a grand spectacle that showcased her talents alongside an impressive cast. While working on this epic, de Carlo fell in love with stuntman Bobby Morgan. Their romance blossomed after they had met a year earlier while filming Shotgun. Bobby had a daughter from a previous marriage, and de Carlo embraced the role of a mother, raising the girl as her own. Together, they built a family, and welcomed 2 sons, Bruce and Michael. Their family ties ran deep, with Bruce's godfather being none other than director Cecil B. DeMille himself, which added a special connection to their lives. This period was marked by love and family, intertwining de Carlo's personal and professional journeys in a way that defined her legacy in Hollywood. Following her memorable role in the classic film Ten Commandments, Yvonne de Carlo found herself at a significant turning point in her career. This role propelled her into the spotlight, opening doors to more prominent projects. One such opportunity came with the film Band of Angels in 1957, where she starred as a leading character. Unfortunately, despite her talent and the film's ambitious premise, Band of Angels did not achieve commercial success. The reception was lukewarm, leaving Yvonne in a challenging position. Faced with the reality of the film's performance, she had little choice but to take a step back and return to the B-movies and the old westerns that had initially shaped her career. This shift marked a period of adjustment for her as she navigated the ups and downs of the film industry, reminding audiences of her versatility and resilience as an actress. Yvonne's journey through these transitions showcased her dedication to her craft, even when faced with setbacks. During this period, Yvonne de Carlo began to explore small television roles, making guest appearances in various shows. She featured in series like Death Valley Days, Burke's Law, and Bonanza, showcasing her versatility as an actress. These roles allowed her to reach a new audience and adapt to the changing landscape of entertainment. However, her personal life took a dramatic turn that would impact her deeply. In 1962, while Yvonne was involved in the filming of MGM's How the West Was Won, a tragic accident occurred. Her husband was run over by a train, resulting in the loss of his left leg. This incident not only altered the course of their lives, but also tested Yvonne's strength and resilience. As she navigated her career and personal challenges, she continued to balance her work in television with the demands of supporting her husband through his recovery. This period marked a significant transition in Yvonne's life, intertwining her professional endeavors with profound personal trials. The accident left him permanently disabled, which brought significant financial challenges to Yvonne de Carlo and her husband. To help cover his large medical bills, Yvonne took to performing in various nightclub acts. She worked tirelessly, showcasing her talent and determination to support her family during this difficult time. Despite her efforts, the burden of medical expenses continued to grow. This hardship led Yvonne and her husband, Morgan, to take legal action against the studio. They filed a lawsuit for $1.4 million against MGM after the studio claimed no responsibility for the accident that had changed their lives. The struggle for financial stability was a heavy weight on Yvonne's shoulders, but she remained resilient, using her skills to fight for her family's well-being. The legal battle and her performances were not just about money. They were about standing up for what was right and ensuring that they could face the future together. According to reports, Yvonne de Carlo faced significant challenges related to legal issues during her career. Employees at her studio claimed they were threatened with job loss unless they supported the company's position regarding safety on set. The studio insisted that all necessary precautions had been taken, asserting that the accident that occurred was not anyone's fault. This situation arose when Bob Morgan, a stuntman, filed a lawsuit claiming negligence. However, the case did not succeed, and the lack of witnesses made it difficult to prove his claims. The fallout from these events led to a separation between Yvonne and Bob Morgan in 1968. The pressure on the staff and the legal battles created a tense environment that affected the dynamics at the studio. Despite her talent and popularity, these legal troubles highlighted the darker side of the entertainment industry during that era. The situation underscored the complexities and risks involved in film production, especially when safety is compromised. As time progressed, the couple would eventually face challenges that led to their divorce many years later in 1973. During this period, Yvonne de Carlo's popularity began to fade. By 1964, she found herself searching for new opportunities to revitalize her career. She took a chance on an unusual television role that would mark a significant turning point in her life. This role was as a campy vampire on the sitcom The Munsters. Initially, the character of Lily Munster was portrayed by actress Beverly Owen. Owen played the family's matriarch for the first 15 episodes of the series, but soon after, she was replaced by Yvonne. This casting change allowed Carlo to step into a role that would become iconic in her career. The Munsters became a beloved show, and Yvonne's portrayal of Lily Munster brought her back into the spotlight, showcasing her talent in a comedic and unique way that resonated with audiences. As soon as Yvonne adjusted to her role in the show, her skepticism and concern faded away. She embraced the character with a unique charm that resonated with both the audience and her co-stars. Fred Gwynne, who played Herman Munster, initially had some reservations about the new cast addition. However, as he worked alongside Yvonne, he began to warm up to her on-set presence. Their chemistry grew, and it became clear that Yvonne brought a special energy to the show. The entire cast noticed how her talent and dedication transformed the atmosphere on set. It was not just Fred who felt this change. The other cast members also found themselves more at ease with her. Yvonne's ability to connect with everyone helped create a supportive environment. Her professionalism and warmth made it easier for everyone to collaborate effectively. This acceptance marked a turning point in the production, leading to memorable performances that resonated with viewers. Yvonne became an integral part of the show, and her contributions were valued by all. Adults and children across America were charmed by the new Lily Munster, and were swept up by the fever of this hilarious new show. Yvonne Carlo was cast in the role, bringing a unique blend of humor and charm that captivated audiences. She was advised to play her character like Donna Reed, which added a touch of classic television elegance to her portrayal. This direction was evident in her makeup, which took roughly 3 hours to apply for each shoot. The transformation was quite elaborate, involving intricate techniques that emphasized her features in a way that suited the whimsical nature of the show. Additionally, Yvonne wore a wig that weighed over 20 pounds, making her performance not just a display of acting talent, but also a testament to her commitment to the role. The combination of her dedication and the show's quirky humor made Lily Munster a beloved character, ensuring that Yvonne Carlo left a lasting impression on television history. When Yvonne Carlo stepped into the role of Lily Munster, she brought a unique charm and expressiveness that made the character truly memorable. Her performance was marked by her constant hand gestures, which added a personal touch to Lily, making her a character that felt alive and relatable. Despite being over 100 years old, Lily Munster always looked glamorous and fashionable, showcasing Carlo's ability to blend the spooky with the stylish. The character was not just a figure of horror. She was a loving mother and a devoted wife, embodying the spirit of a spooky yet spunky family matriarch. Carlo managed to balance the eerie elements of the character with warmth and humor, making Lily both enchanting and approachable. Her portrayal allowed audiences to see Lily as a figure of strength and compassion, proving that even in a world of monsters, love and family are what truly matter. The combination of Carlo's acting skills and her striking appearance ensured that Lily Munster remains a beloved character in television history. The show, despite only having a 2-year run, found a second life in cynicism. Yvonne Carlo's gothic Donna Reed role on the show gave her the chance to revamp her image. This time, she stepped into the shoes of a mistress of darkness, a character that allowed her to explore a different side of her acting skills. As this new persona, she was not just a figure of shadows and mystery. She also embodied the warmth of a loving wife and a devoted mother. The character's unique blend of darkness and affection resonated with audiences, making her a memorable part of television history. The family she portrayed was filled with lovable monster misfits, adding a layer of humor and charm to the show. This contrast between her gothic image and the heartwarming family dynamics helped redefine her career and showcased her versatility as an actress. Through this role, Yvonne Carlo became an iconic figure, illustrating that even in darkness, there can be love and light. It meant security, she said. For Yvonne Carlo, the success of her role in The Munsters not only revived her career, but also introduced her to a new, younger audience that she would not have reached otherwise. This unexpected resurgence made her feel hot again, a term she used to describe her renewed appeal after a period of relative obscurity. The show, which aired from 1964 to 1966, became a cultural phenomenon, and Carlo's portrayal of the glamorous yet quirky Lily Munster captured the hearts of viewers. Following this iconic role, she sought to expand her artistic horizons and ventured into Broadway. In 1971, she made a significant comeback by starring in Stephen Sondheim and James Goldman's Follies. This production showcased her talents in a different light, allowing her to connect with audiences in a live theater setting. The combination of her television fame and Broadway success solidified her place in entertainment history. After The Munsters, Yvonne de Carlo took a step back from the spotlight to explore various guest roles in television. She appeared in shows like The Girl from UNCLE and The Virginian, showcasing her versatility as an actress. These roles allowed her to connect with audiences in different genres, moving away from her iconic portrayal of Lily Munster. In the late 1960s, she returned to her Western roots, which had been a significant part of her early career. She starred in films such as Hostile Guns and Arizona Bushwhackers, which resonated with fans of the genre. These projects not only highlighted her ability to adapt to changing entertainment trends, but also reaffirmed her status as a beloved figure in the world of Westerns. Through these guest appearances and film roles, Yvonne de Carlo continued to captivate audiences with her charm and talent, leaving a lasting impact on the television and film landscape. During her career, Yvonne de Carlo took the opportunity to focus on her musical talents, showcasing her versatility beyond acting. She embarked on a 5-month tour of the beloved musical Hello, Dolly, where her performance captivated audiences across the country. Following this, she starred in a 15-week run of the show Little Me, further solidifying her status as a skilled performer in the musical theater scene. Yvonne's talents did not go unnoticed, as she also took on a significant role in the Stephen Sondheim musical Follies. In this production, she portrayed Carlotta Campion, a character that Sondheim himself reportedly wrote specifically for her. This role allowed her to shine, demonstrating her powerful voice and stage presence. Through these performances, Yvonne de Carlo proved that she was not only a talented actress, but also a formidable presence in the world of musical theater, leaving a lasting impression on both audiences and critics alike. De Carlo continued her acting career until 1995, marking the end of a long and varied journey in film and television. Throughout her career, she showcased her talent in numerous genres, but her later years featured some notable highlights. In 1975, she appeared in the comedy film Blazing Stewardesses, which was a light-hearted take on the airline industry. This film allowed her to display her comedic skills, adding a different dimension to her repertoire. Moving into the 1980s, de Carlo took on roles in horror films, which became a significant part of her later career. One such film was American Gothic, released in 1988. This film provided a chilling experience, showcasing her ability to adapt to the horror genre. De Carlo's performance contributed to the eerie atmosphere of the movie, demonstrating her versatility as an actress. In 1990, she starred in Mirror Mirror, another horror film that further solidified her status in the genre. This film allowed her to explore darker themes, and her performance was well received. After these projects, she unofficially retired from acting, leaving behind a legacy filled with memorable roles and performances that span several decades. Her contributions to film and television remain appreciated by fans and critics alike. Yvonne de Carlo's final performance was as Norma in the 1995 Disney television film The Barefoot Executive, which was a remake of the 1971 film of the same name. In this role, she brought her charm and talent to a new generation of viewers, showcasing her enduring presence in the entertainment industry. Despite the challenges that come with aging, de Carlo's performance remained captivating, reflecting her long and storied career. However, in 1998, she suffered a minor stroke, which marked a turning point in her life. This health issue affected her ability to work and perform as she had in the past. Nearly a decade later, on January 8, 2007, Yvonne de Carlo passed away due to heart failure. Her legacy as an actress and a beloved figure in Hollywood continues to live on, with fans remembering her for her remarkable roles and contributions to film and television. Her career might have been a large and varied tapestry of film, musical, and television roles, but the world will always remember Yvonne de Carlo as Mistress Lily Munster. In the 1960s, she captured the hearts of audiences as the matriarch of the quirky Munster family in the beloved television series The Munsters. With her striking beauty and unique charm, Yvonne portrayed a character that was both spooky and endearing. This role showcased her talent in blending humor with a touch of the macabre, making Lily Munster a memorable figure in television history. Before her iconic role, Yvonne had a diverse career in Hollywood. She starred in numerous films, including classic adventure and musical movies. Her performances were often highlighted by her captivating singing voice, which added depth to her roles. Despite her success in various genres, it was her portrayal of Lily that solidified her place in popular culture. Even after the Munsters ended, Yvonne continued to act, but she always remained closely associated with her famous character. Fans of the show still celebrate her work, and her legacy endures in reruns and merchandise. Yvonne de Carlo's ability to bring a beloved character to life ensured that she would be remembered fondly by generations.